All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to Worth a Read. I'm Tiana Louise with Worth a Read. Glad you're here with me today. I have a reading for you, those of you who are in some kind of separation or difficulty, having some issues with your significant other. You may call them a soulmate, a divine counterpart, a twin flame, something like that, some kind of label you got for them. But this person has either ghosted you, gone silent on you, stopped talking to you. Maybe you guys were doing some texting back and forth, and then all of a sudden they just stopped messaging you, or they just stopped replying. Maybe you guys were talking on social media, sending private messages, sending secret subliminal messages, and then all of a sudden that stopped. So this reading is to look at that, see what's going on with them. And I've put together a little outline for me to follow. So let's look at what has them quiet right now. Like, why did they just stop talking? Why are they no longer saying anything? All right, we got metamorphosis, we got healing, and we have patience. Yeah, so there's some things going on with this person right now where they just need a change. They need some quiet time. They need some alone time. They just really need some time to process. I'm getting that this is a painful period for them. I mean, we have metamorphosis, transformation. You think about a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. It's a long process. It's a process that requires patience. So I feel like this person is in the process of learning some things about themselves. Maybe something that you posted resonated with them in some way, and they needed to go off and think about that, or something about your interaction, something that was said, something that came up, that was brought forth, made them think. And maybe they're thinking about changing their mind about something or not, but they just need some time alone, and I'm getting that they are taking it slow. So that's why they're not saying anything. But if they're not saying anything, I bet they're still thinking something not being said. And so it's like, what is that? What is it that they are thinking right now but just not saying? And before I pull those, I'm gonna do a little dot of this essential oil roller I've made. This one has, I believe, lavender, lemon, and some rosemary, and that's amethyst stones in there. Hope you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah. Smells beautiful. I wish you could smell it. Yes. And that's what I've been doing with my quarantined creative telling, making those. I've also been sensing a lot going on in the throat chakra energy these days. I've been hoarse. Maybe it's just me, but a lot of things going on there and in the sacral chakra for me. Now, that's just a freebie. I'm still going to pull 3. It says, you feel like home to me. Okay. So we're going to keep asking, what is it that they're thinking but not saying at this time? I'm not the same person that you remember. Okay, that makes sense because we have metamorphosis here. I'm just going to put this one that kind of popped out to the side. I'm a better person because of you. Oh, wow. Okay, so like I said, they've learned some things. Something you said has hit home with them. Something that you did, something you said, something they remembered, recalled. That's what's happening, and they're really taking time to process it. That's why I feel like we got this, you feel like home to me, like it really resonate. You really resonate with them. And because of you, they've grown. They've become a better person. And they want you to know that, you know, they're not the same person. But I have a feeling that they're trying to figure out how to tell you that. And look, they said they still need more time to figure things out, which goes right in alignment with why they've gone silent. They need some time to really think about what they want to say, if they want to say anything. Yeah, so that's something that we can look at next. What action do they want to take? Do they want to communicate? Do they want to come forward? Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, they definitely want to say something. We have express your love here. Go ahead and make that romantic gesture. Let's see what else comes out. Retreat. Very soon. So right now I feel like they're going back and forth because we have express your love, which to me is like go forward, and then we have retreat, which I mean could be them wanting to like retreat away with you, but I mean that would be putting the cart before the horse if they can't even come toward you. So I feel like this retreat energy is actually them pulling back, but also at the same time, since we have this very soon card, them feeling like deep down they know they're gonna make a move. Like they're just kind of like dipping their toe in and out. I feel like they're like almost doing it, but then like as soon as they type the message, then they erase it, or you know they're looking at your picture and they're gonna press call, but they don't, like that. But I mean, let's see what the energy is behind it. I'm gonna pull some clarifying cards for this. It's like, okay, if this is how they're feeling, like what's blocking them from taking action, right? Like what's getting in the way of the action? Why are they like on this cusp? Okay, we have casual dating. Interesting. Farewell. And rose-colored glasses. Okay, and on the bottom of the deck, we have Casanova swept off your feet. Okay, so what that's saying to me is that either this person has a lot of other things going on, like they may be someone who's kind of lighthearted, so to speak, when it comes to love, meaning they, you know, keep many options on deck, like they kind of casually date a little bit of, maybe not everyone, but at least a few ones. And they're in the midst of kind of cleaning some of that up. We have rose-colored glasses here, so that could be something that's getting a little old to them, stale, boring. That's what's coming through. And so they're just kind of cleaning that up, and they're starting to see some truth around that. Maybe even in connection to something that you've shared. Maybe that's something that was of issue, you know, other people, third parties, just maybe not wanting to be committed or tied down, to be free to be with other people. Maybe that was a thing. And maybe that's something that they've gained some maturity around, and is cleaning up, saying kind of bye-bye to at least the way they've been going about it. And I'm not saying that they're gonna, you know, want to settle down and commit, but maybe they're thinking about shifting or restructuring this part of their lives in some way. The other thing I'm getting off of this, because this is a general reading, so the other thing that it could be that I'm picking up on is that they're not really clear, like with everything that's happened between you guys, as strong as they feel about this connection with you, as much as they love you, they're kind of like, ooh, because remember we have the Casanova here. That's why I was picking up on this like player type energy. Maybe they feel like you kind of treated them like a Casanova, just like someone who you were being casual with, not really, you know, tripping too hard on, but like they're not sure if they were seeing the relationship in rose-colored glasses for some reason. Like maybe you like didn't really care about them like that. So I think that's coming up for them and making them consider at this time, consider and reconsider, consider and reconsider, consider and reconsider, because I have a feeling I'm going to pull some tarot cards. Oh man, I didn't bring any here. We're going to have to change that. I'm going to go grab some real quick. But yeah, I feel like they were, like they're questioning. Man, so I put the outline for this reading together last night, and when I did the test reading, because I always do a test reading before like I do a reading just to see if the cards and everything, if it works, if it flows nice. And so I did that last night, but I just automatically clarified with tarot cards, so I guess I didn't write it, so I didn't grab it. I will be right back. Okay, so this is interesting. This is a general reading, but I just want to pull some tarot cards to clarify this last bit of energy that came out around what's blocking them from actually taking the action to express, communicate, come forward. And I picked up on a few things. So I just want to get some tarot to clarify, like, okay, what actually is it, Spirit? What's going on? All right. We got the Sun, illumination and growth. Oh, we got the Empress. And then we got the Two of Wands, planning and decisions. Yeah, see, I feel like this person is really like examining you right now. And I say you because most people who watch my readings are females, divine feminines. And so I tend to talk mostly to divine feminines. And so I feel like that's who is mainly watching this reading. So the Sun here would be the masculine energy, kind of really like taking a look at you, like really like shining a light, trying to see like what it really is, and using that to make any decisions on how to come forward. Like they're trying to, I feel like, not even gain clarity, but gain like confirmation in some way, you know. And that might be another reason why they've, you know, gone silent. That's interesting. Yeah, Two of Wands here. I mean, to me, that's like all about like strategizing, trying to figure something out, make a plan. Then we have the Sun here, which is really masculine energy, which is all about illumination and growth. But I mean, the Sun can show up, it can show up as like relationship, as family. And it's, to me, it's definitely a positive energy card, like a card about like cultivating something to be nurtured and grown, something abundant, something big. It's a lot of warm, loving energy with that, right? The Sun offers us hope, right? It's like the light coming in after a dark period. So I feel like that's a very positive card on this reading. It makes me believe that this is, like, they want to be sure that this is what the connection is about, illumination and growth, right? And so that they can feel comfortable taking this risk coming forward. But now, I mean, you know, this is something that they have to work on within themselves, and like actually each person in the connection. So the thing that I want to do next is pull, the thing I want to do next is pull one card for each of you from this next deck that I'm going to use. This is the Twin Flame Wisdom Oracle. new deck. Actually, all of these decks that I'm using today are relatively new with the exception of one. So this is going to give us some more insight into like where they are right now in this planning stage. Ecstatic bliss. Yeah, so I feel like they're really trying to tune in to what was good, like, the positive things that they learned, the lessons they learned, the curiosities that were satisfied, the explorations, the discoveries that your relationship helped them make, the joy, the peace that was cultivated between you two. There was something really easy about this love between you two that I'm picking up on. It was really light and free, and somewhere along the way it got stuck. And I have a feeling it was something that neither one of you saw coming, it blindsided both of you to where, you both kind of turned around and walked away from each other without ever really understanding what was going on. And so now I feel like there's this desire to really move back into this place where you started with this ecstatic bliss. Look at that as 5D energy. I mean, we have the sun here, which is like supercharged. I think of the 5D as the supercharged energy. So I think that is what's happening here, is a shifting, an illuminating into like a raising of consciousness, a raising of vibration. We have that here with the metamorphosis and healing. That's definitely a raising of consciousness. So I'm going to get some advice cards for both of you because I don't want to make this reading too long. So that's what it is. That's why they've gone silent. They are processing some stuff. Looks like they're working on themselves, raising their own consciousness, their own vibration, and pondering some things that has been exchanged, information's exchanged between you two, revelations, insights. And I wouldn't be surprised if you're not doing the same thing, which is probably why you're here. So let's see. Card for you will come out on the left, and the card for them will come out on the right. All right, so here's your advice. We have Valk, and here's their advice. Ooh, Scott. Okay, so I'm going to read the messages for these cards. This is a new deck called the Akashic Realm Messengers. Okay, so it says, Valk is the guide of soul evolution. Valk guides your soul as it goes through various balancing points on the path to true expansion. He quickens your journey by laying out, and illuminating the lightest and most efficient path. Oh, look at that. That's what Valk does. He illuminates the path. Look at this. And that's why the sun is coming out, because you're trying to figure out, your person is trying to figure out the lightest path to walk in order to bring resolution to this. I really sense that they want resolution just as much as you do. They feel this energy. They even say you feel like home. You feel like home to me, right? Okay, so with this card, the message is for you to recognize, or for your person to recognize, that every person and situation in your life has been brought to you for your soul's expansion. Releasing resistance and accepting everything as it is will allow you to walk the path more easily and with more joy. So yeah, so they're in the process of just accepting that they are better because of you. That this actually did not come in to harm them, but to make them better. And that's a big lesson to learn, which is why we have patience right here. Like, you really have to exercise patience. This is where unconditional love comes in. This is where compassion comes in. This is where loving yourself as you would another. No, loving another as you would yourself. That's where that comes in. Okay, so that's your person's advice. That's their lesson. This is card number 44, if that means anything to you. That's a master number. And then, so your advice is number 40, which is Scott. And I mean, can you see these images? I love them. Colorful. I mean, there's something here about like grounding as well as visualizing what it is you want. Right? Visualizing your highest vision and having it come to fruition. Like, you know, considering and looking at what that even looks like. The visualization of that. What does that even look like? Okay, so let's see what the message for your card says. So, ooh, I knew it. I knew this card was about manifestation. Bringing it forward. Okay, so Scott is the guide of prosperity in this deck. So it says Scott has the power to bring abundance into your life to the degree you are vibrationally aligned to receive it. The ease with which you connect with prosperity is determined by your beliefs, attitudes, and your alignment with the feeling of having what it is you desire. The less you feel you need something and understand that you already have it, vibrationally, if not materially yet, the more your vibration increases, the more your prosperity expands. Yes. So your advice is believing in things before you even see it. Like, that's a skill to practice, not just here in this connection, but everywhere in your life. It'll benefit you. It will. It's a very beneficial practice. And it's one of those divine magic things that, you know, when you commit to it, like, you get the results. And there's no cheating with Source. Like, Source, you ask and you shall receive. Oh my God. So I hope that reading was good for you. If it was, give me a thumbs up. Give me one of those, hit that like, thumbs up button. And then if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. I'm in the process of building a tribe. Yes, a worth a read tribe where people, like-minded souls, people who are interested in metaphysics, people who are interested in spirituality, people who are interested in living their best damn life by whatever means necessary. Well, not by hurting other people. But yeah, we're people like us. We come, we gather, we share knowledge, we share gifts, we share resources. And we enjoy each other. We enjoy each other's space and time. So yeah, so that's why I said hit that subscribe button so you can get these readings and other content that I'm putting out. And other than that, I'll be back with you soon. Peace.